Hello. Hi there. And welcome to Angel's Kitchen, where we strive not to burn things, but we do anyway, because we don't know how to cook. But we do know how to cook, but we don't know how to cook. But anyway, today I am going to be making a dish known to most people. I don't know about all people, but most people are going to know what I'm making today. Today I am making pancakes. A lot of you have heard of pancakes, but in case you haven't heard of pancakes, Alexa, what's a pancake?
Feeling a little hungry this pancake day? Well, first grab your ingredients. Get sieving, keep sieving. Now break your eggs into the mixture, the water. Now mix it all together. Then it's time to make some more. And that, my friends, is how you make a pancake.
As a noun, pancake can have a couple meanings. 1. A thin, flat cake of batter fried on both sides on a griddle or in a frying pan, griddle cake or flapjack. 2. An airplane landing made by pancaking.
What? Okay, you guys heard it. Today we're making an airplane landing. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so today we're making pancakes, and we are going to be not only making pancakes, we're going to be making... Oh god, the cat just knocked him over. Hello. She is too interested in cooking for her own good. Okay, let's go find the ingredients. We're gonna actually take some butter and we're gonna put it in the skillet, which this recipe does not call for at all, but pancakes require butter to cook them without burning, so I'm gonna do that because I feel like if we don't do that, we might burn the kitchen down. So I'm gonna do that. Anyway, butter knife. Put butter in skillet. That should be enough. I don't think we need that much. Perfect. And we're gonna turn this on, I would say medium temperature, maybe a little bit less. This is a electric stove, so it's a little bit different, but just in the middle of the temperature ranges, and you should be okay. I like how I just impaled the butter. Does anyone else do this when they need a place to set the butter knife? Because I do this and I just now realize that's kind of weird. But anyway, let's move on. So for 7 to 8 pancakes, we're gonna need 1 1/3 cup of the mix and half a cup of water, so maybe 2/3 a cup if that's not enough. But anyway, let's get started. I'm really curious to see if these are good or not, because I've seen these in the store and I was wondering if they're good or not. Also, a little secret between you and me, they might be expired. So just keep that in mind if they don't turn out perfect, because I may have kept these in the pantry for a year without cooking them. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna make the whole bag. We're just gonna, because this is expiring, I need to get this out of the household before it expires. So we're gonna cook the entire bag. This might make a lot of pancakes. It smells pretty normal, a little bit more like wheat. It's like a little clumpier than normal. Okay, let's pour it in there. It also will make you sneeze if you sniff it, so do not sniff it. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, we got the whole thing in there. Now we're gonna need a ½ cup of water. So let me get 1½ cups of water in here. Wait, no, not 1½ 1/2. That is very different measurements. If I put that much in, I don't know what would happen. We need 1/2 of a cup. We're gonna put that in there. Woo. That's actually maybe perfect. It's perfect. Let's fucking go. Okay, let's pour that bad boy in there. And we're just gonna start mixing, honestly. We're just gonna see if we can mix up some pancakes right away. It seems like this is not going to be enough water. Oh wait, there was different measurements for the whole bag. Give me a sec. For the whole bag, we need 1 to 1 1/4 cup of water. So I'm gonna add another ½ cup. I forgot about that. I forgot we were not making the 7 ones. We were making the entire bag, which is way different. Here we go. And another cup. I mean another ½ cup. I am so bad with measurements. I forget measurements all the time. A lot of my cooking is just not based on measurements. So we're gonna go ahead and mix until that looks pancakey, I guess. Maybe? Let's see how it comes out. It honestly incorporated so fast. Look at that, it's basically already pancakes. That was even faster than normal pancake mix. I don't understand how that's possible. It looks very smooth and very pourable, which is good. You want that in a pancake. I'm hopeful. This might actually turn out pretty good if it turns out this way. The butter has kind of started to burn a little bit because I waited a little bit too long, but that's okay. It's extra flavor. It's extra flavor on the pancakes, probably. It's probably fine. That's our motto for this channel. It's probably fine. Here we go. We're just gonna put that in there. That did no sizzle at all. That's surprising because the pan is like slightly burnt. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. We're just gonna cook one pancake for now, but we're gonna cook a big pancake. We're gonna go for a legendary pancake. The pancake that your ancestors will ask you about. Wait, no, the pancake that your children will ask you about. Your ancestors are not alive. Okay, let's do this. It looks like the shape here is kind of imperfect. It's kind of lumpy, but that could be because I didn't put the batter in fast enough. That's very possible. So I'm not gonna blame that on the pancake mix. I'm gonna blame that on myself. But I am very hopeful for this. It seems like the edges are already solidifying, which is awesome. That's so cool. I'm gonna get us a plate so that we can put this bad boy on a plate when it's done, because I'm gonna need a big plate for that. Okay, this is not a good sign. I stepped away for 2 seconds and I came back and the stove was not functioning, but it is now, so I think we're okay. We might have lost power for a second, honestly. That's really weird. I've never seen the stove do that before. These pancakes must be cursed. That must be the only logical explanation for it. I think we got cursed pancakes, but hopefully they're good. I'm gonna give that a few more minutes because it shut off on me.
A few moments later.
All right, here we have keto pancakes. Yeah, I think that there were some technical difficulties. This is the trying to make it not burned pancake. Pancake number 1 is not looking too good. She is looking a little rough for wear, but that's okay. Maybe she'll be good. She might taste better than the burned one, maybe. Then we have pancake number 2, which in comparison does not look as bad, honestly. This looks better, in my opinion, than the first one, but it does
Feeling a little hungry this
look a little bit burnt. Just a little bit. But it was very difficult not to burn these, and I kind of don't think it's possible not to burn them because the material they're made out of burns so easily. So I feel like this is the best case scenario for pancakes that are not sugar. So we're gonna try both of them, and I hope that these are cooked all the way through because they're pretty thick. Echo, come here. Echo, come here. Echo. Echo. Dog. The dog is here to help us. Come here. Come here. The dog says they smell like pancakes, which is a good sign. Now, we can try these and see if they actually taste like pancakes. I'm gonna start with the burned one. We're gonna start with the burned one, but not without eating them the way God intended, with not maple syrup. This is monk fruit syrup, and I'm worried about it, but it's okay. It's probably gonna taste good. It'll probably be fine. Let's go ahead and open that. It smells like maple syrup, which is very reassuring. So I'm just gonna pour some of that on there. That is like water. That is the consistency of water. Let's get a little piece here. Cut ourselves off a little piece. I am worried. I go between being worried and being scared a lot through this, but it honestly does not look that bad. It looks like a pancake. So I'm gonna try it. Okay. That's a very interesting flavor. What the hell? The flavor is there. The texture is far off from there. The flavor is like, it tastes like a pancake. If someone fed you this, your first thought before you chewed it would be, this is a pancake. Your second thought would be, it kind of has a weird feeling in my mouth. The third thought would be, okay, that texture is awful. The fourth thought would be, it tastes like a pancake. It is weird. And I did not taste the syrup at all. I'm gonna take a bite. I can't believe I'm doing this again. And I'm gonna saturate it in the syrup. If that don't taste like syrup, I don't know what will. Here we go. Oh, hello. That is pouring dish soap on a pancake. That is not okay. That has the consistency of laundry detergent and the temperature of it should not be in my mouth. That is extremely unpleasant. Now that that's not out of the way, let's try the not burned one, which I'm gonna also put the syrup on to be true in my judging. So far, I'm not liking what I'm seeing though. We'll see though. This is what the not burned one looks like. It looks pretty good. It's cooked all the way through. It has a golden brown crust and it has syrup on it. Let's try it, shall we? Okay. This one, the texture is much better. This one, I would say this pancake, the pancake consistency resembles a pancake. I can officially say that. This did not resemble a pancake. This resembled unpleasantness in my mouth. I think that it might have helped to let the batter sit before pouring it in the pan, because this seems more incorporated than this one. I'm gonna see if I can get a cross section of each to show you. This is number 2, the good one. This is number 1, the bad one. As you can see, like, the good one looks more well incorporated than the bad one. So I'd say if you make this, let the batter sit and don't use that. Use anything but that. What I would suggest is to put a little bit of 80% chocolate on it. 80% chocolate has, I believe, 4 carbs per serving if you get the Ghirardelli stuff. So I would say take a couple extra carbs and put that on it instead. And I feel like that would be 100 times better than this. You guys got down the pancakes to a T when you cook them correctly, but the syrup is a no-go, I would say. But it's acceptable. If I had to rate the good one, I would rate the good one 8 out of 10, not including the syrup. I think 8 out of 10 is a good rating for that. The syrup would probably be a 2 out of 10. It does not taste like syrup at all. I'm sorry, but it just does not. Like, you can see the consistency. I feel like the consistency is the part that it fails on. I feel like if this was thicker, it would be 100 times better, because this is not what I'm used to putting in my mouth. This is the consistency of dish soap. I'm not used to putting dish soap in my mouth, so I think that's why it's so weird for me, because the taste, it had the slightest taste of maple syrup, but it was mainly the consistency that threw me off. So I would say overall, pancakes 8 out of 10, syrup 2 out of 10. That concludes my review of keto pancakes. If you guys agree with me, leave a like below. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!